Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Winback, and on this episode of the Rework Brigade, we're going to be playing the final of the 5 reworks in the Tri-Mode, and it's Anduin, the only healer who got a rework, who got some really wild talent changes and a lot of really cool movements in the talent tree. He also got some buffs to his base kit, which include increased attack speed, increased cooldowns on both your Q and your W, and now your trait, in addition to Leap of Faith, is also going to have that level 1 talent Pursued by Grace baked into it, which is going to heal the lowest health ally near Anduin anytime that he basic attacks someone. Basic attacking heroes, that is. And you're going to see a lot of talents that kind of lead into that as well. So, all that being said, you'll notice that your level 1 talents are your level 16, 2 of your 16 talents, and then your old 16 talents, and then Power Word Shield, I believe, used to be a 7 talent, 4 or 7 talent. So this is a brand new tier, basically. But you've got Lightwell here, which is going to be cooldown reduced with your auto attacks, which also count for some of the talents that have auto attacks baked into them. Even-handed blessings, though, super good at this tier, it looks like. If Flash Heal is casted on a different target, you're going to increase its healing by 10% and give it 40% of its cooldown back, which is nuts. And then Power Word Shield doesn't do anything different. Oh no, sorry, it does. It does do quite a bit different. Divine Star is going to travel out and give your buddies shields as it's traveling, and then if it hits an enemy hero, it is going to give Anduin a shield. Quite a big shield, but it's just a lot of shielding from your W, which is really good considering. But you have a lot more diversity in your level 1 talents instead of just always having to pick Renew like you used to. So these are really cool changes. At level 4, these talents are mostly all new as well, except for Moral Compass. Moral Compass is going to give you increased attack range, which they scavenged from one of the older talents. And then Divine Star is going to fire off basic attacks at the tip of its range, which are going to obviously heal the lowest person around you, which is your trait. So still kind of, whatever. The increased range on your auto attacks is really good, but when you look at Surge of Light, basic attacks are going to reduce the cooldown of Chastise by 0.5 seconds. This is a 10-second cooldown. And basic attacks against rooted heroes are going to launch an additional basic attack and restore 25 mana. So if they're rooted and you're hitting them with autos, you're going to get extra autos, which are also going to heal, which are also going to reduce the cooldown and give you mana back. It's crazy good. And probably one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen, Piercing Light. Chastise is going to hit an additional hero, or can hit an additional hero, piercing through the first hero hit. And if you manage to do this, you can increase the spell power of Anduin up to 10%. So that's 10% on all of your abilities healing, which is just nuts. But you have to be hitting multiple heroes with this ability, which, given the track record that most people have with Anduin, the Chastise can be pretty deceptive and hit quite a couple people who aren't really paying attention. So I feel like that's going to be really good. But Surge of Light also really, even though there's already a talent named Surge of Light on that other broken Cassia character, maybe a bit of an oversight there. But anyway, these two talents seem really strong. 7, you've got Blinding Heal. Casting Flash Heal on an ally heals Anduin for 252. Really good to have this early on, this level 7 now talent. Really good for keeping Anduin alive, and couples super well with Even-Handed Blessings, like nuts good. Also moving Desperate Prayer to level 7, used to be a 20 talent. It's a huge heal, 789, not as big as it used to be, which was, over 1,000, but you have to go completely immovable for 2 seconds after you cast this. So it's on a 40-second cooldown. It is really big, but at the same time, you can't really do it in an unsafe position. And then Blessed Recovery hasn't changed. That's still, whatever. 10, ults haven't changed. 13, your Your movement speed talents are all still here, but a couple of them are different. I don't think Speed of the Pious has changed at all. No. Push Forward, however, has changed. So damaging an enemy is going to increase your movement speed and the amount that your trait healing, so your auto attack healing, does, and that's going to stack up to 8 times. So as long as you have Push Forward going and you're auto attacking or you're damaging people, you are going to get quite a big boost on your movement speed and your healing from your passive, which is... I haven't played it in an actual game yet, so I'm not sure if this is a huge buff, but it's at least interesting. And then Lion Speed is going to give you 5% base movement speed just for picking it, but when you have Leap of Faith off of cooldown, you're going to get 20% movement speed. And then any allies pulled by Leap of Faith are going to be healed for 614 over 4 seconds. So now, not only are you going to be able to yank people from certain death, they shouldn't hopefully die midair when you're using this talent, because they'll be healed. Fingers crossed, they'll be healed while this is going off. So yeah, that's probably going to be the competitive pick, coupled with Glyph of Faith getting a second charge of Leaf of Faith. That means you're just going to have basically permanent 20% move speed, and you can heal the shit out of people. Also, Glyph of Faith is now a 16 talent instead of a 20 talent, which is nuts to my brain. And then Renew is at 16 as well, which is going to be a shitload of healing on top of all the Q talents that we could possibly take ahead of this. So it has to compete with... There's a level 1 talent now competing with the level 20 talent and Holy Nova. And I can almost 99% assure you that no one will ever take Holy Nova again. Because this is stupid. And this is also stupid, but this is more stupid. And then at 20, we have new talents in Inner Fire. Inner Fire is going to be a brand new upgrade for Light Bomb. The target of Light Bomb is going to move 40% faster, and they're going to get 50 armor for 3 seconds. So given that Light Bomb goes off in 1.5 seconds, that means the target is going to be tanky as fuck for double the duration, and the move speed is going to stick around for double the duration as well, and they're going to have the shield. So this is just going to make Light Bomb really, really easy to let people reposition with, and it's probably going to get fucking abused to really, really maximum effect, because you can take this, and you can take Glyph of Faith. Anduin's just broken now. That's how it's going to work, I'm telling you. Censure is going to let Chastise stun people for 0.75 seconds, and its root duration is going to be increased. So it's a 1.57, or it's a 1.75 root, and it's a 0.75 stun. So once the stun goes, you still have the root to deal with. Holy butts. And then Varian's Legacy hasn't changed, but the basic attacks are going to burn enemies for a lot of damage and heal Anduin for 50%. With this kind of big new focus on a lot of his auto attacks with his like attack speed and stuff like that, I could see this being a very, very fun alternative at 20 for him. But as far as builds go, I think ultimately your competitive stuff is going to end up being even-handed blessings. You'll probably go for the... probably Surge of Light, if we're being perfectly honest. Blinding Heal, Light Bomb, Enchant Boots, Glyph of Faith, and then Inner Fire. This whole build is just... these late game talents are just going to be so stupidly strong in ranked play. I mean, even in competitive play, you're going to see Anduin like first pick banned, I think. Just the character's going to shoot up in priority. But anyway, let's go take some damage, see if the boss will hit us. No, let's just get some damage from the Night Camp. And I can kind of show you how even-handed blessings is going to work with Blinding Heal. So basically, Anduin can be the other target for even-handed blessings. So we're going to cast it on the heal dummy there. We're going to get a little bit of a heal. And then our cooldown is only 2 seconds there. So we're going to get a big 651 heal there. Going to give another 651 heal to the healing dummy while getting some healing for Anduin. It's just fucking nuts. And it's only 2-second cooldown when we're casting it on different people. It's crazy how good that is. Go away, Arthas. There's that 40% move speed, the armor, and the shield. He doesn't want to fight because he's a big goober, but ultimately, I mean, that's just so good. And then you got the 20% move speed permanently because we got the 13 talent and the 16 talent. I mean, come on. Your basically your early game talents are going to be big heals, and then your late game talents are going to be big utility, which seems just busted. I could also see Lightwell making a return. So you'll take Lightwell, you'll take Moral Compass for the basic attacks. You can ultimately, I think you can get away with Desperate Prayer in any build because of how early it is now. It is a really, really strong saving tool. So you don't necessarily have to take Binding Heal for Anduin's health. You can get away with Desperate Prayer. I mean, still probably Light Bomb, because people can interrupt Salvation, right?
Choose a talent.
13... We'll want to reduce the cooldown of our W, because that's throwing out auto attacks for us. And then we'll take Renew, because that's pretty basic attack focused as well. And then we'll just take Varian's Legacy for shits, right? So we'll put this down, and then you can see healing per second, 210. Give him one of these, give him one of those. Can we yoink this? We can. He got a little bit of healing. It's not actually going to come to us, but, you know, at the same time. Which one do we take? No, we took this. So, right. Lightwell is always cooling down. Every time that we damage an enemy hero. No, heals an allied hero. My bad, didn't realize that. But with the amount of healing that we can get from our auto attacks and our W and our Q and the Lightwell itself, I think that may actually, yes. So the Lightwell healing does affect the Lightwell cooldown. We'll throw that out. Give him one of those. Keep attacking here. You can see we've taken about 20 to 30 seconds off of it so far. Give him another one of those. Throw out one of these. Stand over here. And now we're down to 1 whole second. Put that. So basically, if you're doing your maximum effectiveness worth of healing, you can get that cooldown back pretty quick. Wow, that is just lasting and lasting and lasting, isn't it? Yeah, that's almost the entire duration. Oh no, I don't have any movement speed, so it didn't work. Anyway. Yeah, apart from that, I don't really see the builds going too much astray from what we've got there. There is probably a lot of cases where you'll take different talents kind of depending on how the game goes, because that's normally how healers go. You want to build into the team that you're playing against. So you might see some power word shields come up if you need to build with a dive comp. You might see some more desperate pair depending on how much burst damage the enemy team has. I mean, 16, I'm almost positive you'll always see Glyph of Faith, mainly because Anduin, prior to this point, was just picked mostly as a character that saves people. So having more Leap of Faiths is just how you get the most value out of the character. And then at 20, I mean, it seems like you've got options, but I'm thinking Inner Fires is going to be the best that there is, bar none. Yeah. But anyway, I still think Piercing Light and Surge of Light are really, really cool. And then having Desperate Prayer on 7 is nuts. This video is going to be pretty short because I don't feel like there's a whole lot more to go over with Anduin. If you play Anduin, you know how strong this character can already be. And these look like mostly just straight buffs. So that's cool. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. And that'll be it for the Rework Brigade. Hopefully you guys will find something cool to do with these characters. And then I guess we can talk about some of the the actual game changes that that they made. So, let's see. Oh my god, there's an entire set of patch notes beyond this that I didn't read. And I believe Falstad's bug got fixed. So, you know what? We'll address that when the time comes. For now, I'll see you guys later. And yeah, peace out.